Happy holidays, everyone. Time for our holiday special featuring Anthony Davis. Scott OG is dropping in for some winning tips. We're hanging with community member Poor Boy Sin, and we have your top plays.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge. Terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what's shaping up in the West. You look at Minnesota, very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, the Mavericks, a few slots below them.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, they've moved toward the postseason with one of the best records in the league. Safe to say, this is not where most people thought they'd be at this stage of the year.
Well, there really was no way you could have predicted they'd have this kind of season. The only people that aren't surprised are the players and the coaches themselves.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Hardaway is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Okafor in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Timberwolves, Walden is out there with Morris. Then it's Culver. Then there's Towns. And it's Shea in at the point. Shot clock at 3. Inching our way toward the end of the season here in the NBA, Doris. And just how much fatigue after all these games and all these months and practices and travel. How much fatigue are these players feeling, you think, right now?
Well, I think NBA players like to tell us, come March, come April, everybody has bumps and bruises. No one is 100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys down the stretch of the season. Because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
Culver kicks to Brown. Outside, Walden. Back to Brown. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
Wow, how about the ability to shoot from the next zip code? Go ahead, Shea.
Pass to Okafor. Now here's Porzingis. Pass to Brunson. And here is Doncic. From deep. It's rebounded by Towns.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Okafor, the pass to Porzingis. Pass to Brunson. Now, here's Doncic, covered by Shea. From deep three-point range, Doncic, no good.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first man. And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
And the ability to stretch the floor from the power forward spot, Doris, becoming almost a requirement. That's worked out well for Marcus Morris.
Boy, when he comes into the league, Kevin, 2011, he was viewed as that classic tweener. That at one point was a negative level. The game has now shifted his direction because of his versatility.
Porzingis can't hit.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could...
Oh!
Well, go ahead, with the sauce on that, Jay. Nicely done.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubbed people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Zizic has checked in for Okafor. Powell comes in for Porzingis. And it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's Wright. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. 1:49 left in the first quarter. Count that one. And the Mavericks, we know, have been trendsetters, investing in development and in technology.
Kevin, they have always been on the cutting edge of data collection and then using that data to give them a competitive advantage. When you're in a business, it's always about what's next? How can I be better?
The Timberwolves have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. First one falls for them. Dennis, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
Now here is Hardaway. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
That bucket in no time at all.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Hardaway. Following the basket by Che. Fires from 18. No good that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they...
You got to be kidding.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now, here's Doncic. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy is a player.
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice. Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And the foul called on Shea. That on the floor for Minnesota. Then for the Mavericks, Okafor is checked in for Marjanovic. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. That one falls for Brunson.
What a college career for Jalen Brunson. 2 championships and a Wooden Award. This is one of the most decorated players in college basketball history.
Marcus Morris is out there with Walden. Then there's Towns. Then it's Culver. And it's Che in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Che, in the last game against the Nuggets, delivered quite a performance. He scored 53 points, and he did a great job of letting the game come to him, connecting on a number of his shots. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And Brunson, the College Player of the Year back in 2018, fell to the 2nd round. Doris, when you look at that time, why did he fall?
I think it had everything to do with the fact that he's not an elite athlete by NBA standards. But we know unequivocally Jalen Brunson is a winner. His father played a decade in the NBA.
Wow, hammering it in!
Boy, after all he's gone through, you have to think big nights are extra special for Che.
Doncic passes to Okafor. Right with it. Fires the 3. Here's Doncic. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter. 1:03 left in the first half. Brown inside. Brunson covering. Okafor with the steal. Now here's Brunson. D right on him. And Culver pulls it down.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And then Brown with the dunk.
Well, great finish by Che. That'll get your teammates off the bench.
A quick, good shot here, and they can go 2 for 1.
Well, you want to make sure you maximize that first shot in this 2-for-1 situation, though. Don't take a bad one just to accomplish it.
Here's the floater. Doncic, no good.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Brunson scanning the floor. On the wing, Doncic. Gets it off. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
And how about the defense from Walton? A nice job contesting without foul.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Well, you look at Shea in this game. He has been everywhere.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Here's who Rick Carlisle starting the second half with. Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Jalen Brunson out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Okafor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside Hardaway. Left side, Porzingis, a 3-ball, buries the long-range jumper. Porzingis has got 9.
You know, we talk often about the importance of confidence. Kristaps Porzingis has plenty of that from beyond the arc.
Outside, Walden. Here's Brown. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Brunson has it in the corner. Another 3 for Dallas.
And that's back-to-back threes. But D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
The drive by Che. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Outside Hardaway. He kicks to Okafor. Dallas moving it around. Offensive rebound. Porzingis goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. 11 points in the game.
Well, tracking down rebounds with ease. Kristaps Porzingis, outstanding mobility.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Doris, do you think it's more challenging for superstars in smaller markets, mid-sized markets?
You know, this is such an interesting debate in a world that has become, because of social media, so much smaller. You know, I do think that certain larger markets, LA, New York, can be a blessing and a curse. It does still feel like that media scrutiny is a little bit larger. When things are going well, it's the best thing in the world. When things aren't going so well, boy, those day-by-day, question after question can probably become pretty tedious.
Here's Doncic. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Zizic.
There's no defense for that. Sometimes Doncic just hits tough shots.
Here's Che, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
You guys remember that this is a young man, Che, who was willing to take a rather big stand in college. Actually sat out a tournament game. He was protesting the treatment of a teammate after his knee injury. That takes some guts as a young person.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Lights checked in.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And that one's good. Wiggins
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Doncic outside. A floater. And the layup is good. Doncic has got his third bucket of the night.
Boy, no fear from Luka Doncic. When he's near the hoop, he will challenge anyone.
Here's Che. The pass to Okogie. Here's Brown. And he banks in the layup. Brown's got 28 points for the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Wright against Brown. Bounce pass from Wright. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Doncic.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
Got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. And you look at Brown against Wright. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Shea is out there with Cole. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Walden. And it's Towns in at center. And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Well, this is part of his rise to being an NBA player. Shea does such a good job of drawing contact.
And the first one at the line is good. And Brown drops them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. Wright outside. And the foul called on Shea. That's foul number 2 for him. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Porzingis kicks to Brunson. Pass to Okafor. 5 on the clock. And Morris comes over to help. Pulls up on the wing. Brunson, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Wasted no time on that one. That's now 32 points for Shea.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Brunson the pass to Wright. Doncic with it. He's covered by Brown. Doncic outside. And the rejection by Towns.
A terrific effort by Towns. Sticks with the play and sends it back.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Hardaway's checked in for Wright. Free throw, good. Shea.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense. And it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
Axel Walden with the block.
And how about AW there, rejecting shots, proving he can make an impact on this end.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Doncic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Walden. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable 3-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block. as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Shea drives in, and the dunk by Shea.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Here's Porzingis over Morris. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
It hasn't mattered the scheme or the defender. Kristaps Porzingis is simply cooking right now.
And Shea throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 10. 1:58 left in the game. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Shea.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He said he just wants them to play faster. It feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Brunson. He's covered by Brown. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in. Brunson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Shea kicks to Culver. Back to Shea. Passes it to Towns. Dishes it to Brown. And they double up Shea. Porzingis with the steal. Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Porzingis passes to Brunson. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Chalk up 2 there.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Culver passes to Brown. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Okafor.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
Well, Greg, you've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after the...
Oh, my goodness!
Wow.
What a play!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Here's Shea. Brown jams it in!
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And then jammed down as he goes right over Jahlil Okafor.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. Built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And welcome back to the...
Hey, man, this is Kenny, man. I thought your coach did a great job.
And that's good.
The point part is that...
Welcome to our annual 2K TV Holiday Special.
Happy holidays, everybody.
I don't know about you, but I love this time of year. It's getting colder. You want to stay cozy inside, so you probably are playing 2K all day.
Yes, I know my Christmas day is going to consist of a lot of 2K, family, some more 2K, friends, some more 2K, and then sneaking out to Staples Center to watch the Lakers and Clippers go head-to-head on Christmas Day.
You forgot presents. Presents are the best part.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, individuals. It is the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we have the Houston Rockets going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Timberwolves have been staying very focused in this last...
Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action. Coming to you live on this Saturday night. And tonight, we'll see the Houston Rockets as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home, Target Center. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook.
Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. Great rebounding teams tonight here, Chris. You averaged 13 rebounds a game one season. A lot of seasons like that, actually. What's the key to controlling the glass the right way?
You know what? It's just two things, desire and effort. You can go with the techniques of boxing out. You can go with the techniques of face guarding. You can communicate. You can do a lot of things. But when it comes down to it, a lot of times it's who just wants that ball more.
I love that. Desire and effort. That's a good answer. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's Bogdanovich in at small forward. And for the Timberwolves, we've got Colton. Marcus Morris is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Walden. And it's Shea in at the point guard position. Here's Westbrook. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
But just another thing you love about Shea, his ability to take a pounding and fight through it.
Here is Harden. A 26-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
And here are the Rockets now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And that one, good.
And Harden is certainly used to finishing through the physical defense, demonstrating just how special a player like he truly is.
Here's Shea. And the shot is long.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Here's Harden. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now, look at him fly!
Get out the way!
That's just a highlight reel effort by Shea. I mean, he's part steady performer, part showman.
Harden outside, near the three-point line. It's Westbrook, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
For Houston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Lob pass to Capella. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Jay. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on James Harden.
For anyone that feels like summer league doesn't matter, Che is a shining example of why it does. It's part of how he got his shot in this league.
Houston making a switch here. Fareed is checked in.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, GA, I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. The Rockets again can't hit. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 4. Brown, good.
6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
Brown against Westbrook, looking to end the run. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Morris.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Rockets trail by 9. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Ball's knocked loose. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Shea with the ball. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. The Timberwolves, number 1. 5th best, the Rockets.
Yeah, I mean, the fast break is really the focus for both of these clubs. I mean, we've seen them take it up a notch here of late and really playing with a fast tempo.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Last time they met was in Minnesota, where they beat the Timberwolves.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Yeah, not getting overwhelmed is important. Poise is something that you need to have in order to win on the road.
It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You look at Minnesota. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, there's the Rockets. Right behind them, just 1 spot down.
And I think for the Timberwolves, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
I think they can, Greg, but one thing's for sure, they're about to find out that regular season pressure is no match for the playoff pressure.
Rockets trail by 11. And here's Jones. 9 points last game. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Passes it to Dellavedova. Over Jay. Houston gets it back, and it's put back in by Fareed.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And so it's Jay making things happen for Minnesota. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Back to the action after this word. Rockets elevated by James Harden to one of the league's powerhouse franchises, and he talks about
this time isn't going to last long. You know, we have a window. It goes by extremely fast.
Never again. On the floor for Minnesota. For the Rockets. The Rockets have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Different styles of basketball, and we're talking about Coach of the Year here. What style of coach did you prefer to play for?
Well, I just wanted a coach that was honest, that held everyone accountable, and allowed us to get out and run. You want a coach that believes in the talent that he has and doesn't hamper anyone's skill set, doesn't hold anyone back based upon their offensive philosophy. The game is changing, so hopefully you have a coach that is flexible, hopefully you have a coach that is forward-thinking, and you have a coach that says, let it fly. That might be the most important skill set of the coach, in my opinion. One that says, hey, you got an open shot, you better take it.
Morris is out there with Walden. Then it's Culver, then there's Brown, and it's Towns in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Che in the last game against the Mavericks was phenomenal. He scored 45 points, and there was no answer for him all game long. It looked like he got whatever shot he wanted out there. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And I know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Yeah, Greg, it's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Misses from close range.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him in tough shots this quarter.
They get the rebound. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. They trail by 11. Now here's Westbrook. He's guarded closely. Over Culver. Second shot opportunity. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Che.
Tucker's very good at using his body and drawing contact. I mean, he's got the physical tools, and he's not afraid to use them.
And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
And he can't hit the second.
Well, I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense, he's tough, he rebounds, and you know he'll hit that corner.
Rockets trail by 12. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
The Rockets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And so he hits both. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. The drive by Che goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Guys, we had to take flight to get to this game tonight, but here's a guy who simply takes flight and flies at will on the basketball court. I mean, it's pretty surreal to watch a guy who can elevate to that level.
And he needs to get back to what he was doing in that first quarter when he was in attack mode, drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well. They've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
It's Brown with the drive.
And this is what you love about Shea. He can rise and fire. I mean, he can also hurt you by putting the ball on the floor.
The shot missing. That'll do it for the first half. The Timberwolves on top, up by 15. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. High turnovers in the first half, James. I'm sure that ball security will be a focus in the second half.
Yeah, that's still too many turnovers, especially.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Rockets, Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. For Houston, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And sometimes I feel like people don't truly appreciate the greatness of what James Harden does. He's one of the toughest guys to check on the fast break. He has one of the best Euro steps in the game, the best footwork in the game. He'll hit you in the head for deep. You can't check him without fouling him. The precision of his movements, the ease in which he scores. Come on, man.
Good on the shot.
Oh, that's just fantastic concentration by Harden. Taking the hit like a champ, draining the shot.
As you said, C. Webb, what Harden has been doing the last few years is truly remarkable.
Yeah, Kevin, and it's funny because when you are achieving greatness and critics try to diminish what you're doing, it's just funny to me. Harden is one of the great guards of all time, no matter how you slice it.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Outside Westbrook. To the paint. And the rejection by Towns. Here's Jay. Here's Culver. He can't get that one to fall. The Rockets go the other way with it. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Harden scanning the floor. Fires for 3. It's good from long range. Harden's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Showing us the handles. Shea really knows how to set up the defender.
And it's Harden with the ball for Houston. A 12-point game. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Capella kicks to Harden. Harden draws the double. Just 5 to shoot. Jones dishes to Harden. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders. The Timberwolves, number 1. The Rockets, 4th.
You know, both these teams can beat you in so many ways, but it's usually by outscoring you. They possess a whole lot of offensive firepower.
And it's Brown missing. And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, you'd get that shot off.
Come on, Kev. It's just his step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step back, just his regular one. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
From a pure entertainment standpoint, who's a player that you think is must-watch TV, Chris?
Oh, man, you got to go Curry, Lillard, Harden, Giannis, Embiid, Simmons. I mean, you could just keep going. Let's go Lou Will off the bench. Let's even go defensively. You can even go Patrick Beverly. So many guys that is just so much fun to watch play. Must-see TV.
Another miss by Houston.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
Back to Jay. Releases. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Rockets trail by 14. Now here is Dellavedova. It's Monroe, high post. And the rejection by Towns. And finished off by Brown.
He's a strong performer. Night in and night out. Chase taking it up a notch in this one.
Jones, the pass to Dellavedova. Now Monroe, covered by Payton. Harden kicks to Jones. Back to Harden. Lets it go. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Jones has got his second bucket of the game to go. Timberwolves leading by 14. Shea passes to Reed. Back to Shea. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from Shea. Aggressive move, doing damage.
That's a 2 from Dellavedova. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And it's Brown missing. And the foul called on Shea. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Noel's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Jake Layman. And Okogie subbed in for Payton. The Rockets also changing it up. Kenneth Faried comes in for Jones. And it's Bogdanovich in for James Harden.
Well, that sequence was all started because of Che's recognition skills. I mean, he has a good sense for when to gamble for a steal.
Now here is Dellavedova. He's covered by Brown. Bogdanovich against Wiggins. And Bogdanovich kicks to Faried. Bogdanovich passes to Dellavedova. Shoots over Brown. Another miss by Houston.
That's a nice defensive effort. Sticking right up on him. Affecting the shot.
And that one drops.
One of the hardest workers in the league. Che is one of those players who always shows up.
Now here is Dellavedova. He's tightly guarded. Down low. Here's Monroe. Over Noel. Buries the 7-footer.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And so it's Minnesota holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Timberwolves leading by 18. Marcus Morris is out there with Noel. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Shea. And it's Okogie in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. negotiating concession the league wants from the players' union. Prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have their physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. So I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if you have that, it'll be better for everyone.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Westbrook, no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Well, they'll take that, but they got to find a better shot than that on their next trip.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Fareed, right side. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Culver's checked in for Josh Okogie. Timberwolves have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Brown. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The other day, Chris, I heard Commissioner Adam Silver talking about that it strikes him sometimes how isolated players can be with cell phones and headphones, and those things wouldn't help that. Is it something that you've noticed or that you're concerned about?
You mean with my nephews and nieces and friends that are younger and kids walking across the street looking at their phones and not even looking both ways?
You know, your play-by-play partner, whoever it might be.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You know, Kevin, those are the times. And so I would tell Adam Silver, Mr. Commissioner, that's a basketball problem. That's a world problem. How are we going to stop any of that? We're here now. There's no putting that genie back in the bottle, Kevin.
Westbrook with it. Guarded now by Morris. The shot's good from Westbrook.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Here's Che. Westbrook with the nice D there. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Jones kicks to Westbrook. Lets it fly. Westbrook missing again.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Jones in the post, guarded by Walden. Brown against Westbrook. 4 on the shot clock. And he drops that one in. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. And Axel Walden slams it in.
And you love this with Shea, the ability to see the whole floor and find the open man.
Here's Westbrook. And that one is off. And Minnesota now the other way. The first free throw is good. Harden with it. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it. For Craig Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Time now to catch up with our special postgame guest.
What's up, Shaq here. That was one of the best offensive performances I've seen this year. If you can keep it up, I might even give you one of my nicknames.
And thanks for...
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
We appreciate you, man. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Che, when you look at your record and the way you guys have been playing lately, is it fair to say this team is a legitimate title contender?
I think we're the front runners. I mean, who's going to stop us? I take a look at the league, and I don't see anybody slowing us down when we're firing on all cylinders. It may sound cocky, but it is what it is. Sky's the limit for us.
Is that a guarantee?
I like what you're doing, Patty, but you're not going to catch me slipping. Nothing's guaranteed in this league, all right? But I like our chances. I do.
Great. Thanks, Che.
No problem.
Thank you, Che.